Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of this series on MTN shares. In the last video, what we did was talk about the offering that MTN has come up with, giving Nigerians, individual investors, shares that they can buy today and become shareholders of the company. But in this video, what we're going to do is go in and actually buy some shares. I've actually bought some shares. I bought about 40 units in testing so that I can know how it works before I come on here and show you guys. And what I wanted to do was show you guys how to buy the shares on your mobile phone and also on the PC, so that regardless of the device that you use, you know how to get the shares. Okay, so we're going to get into that in a minute, but before then I just want to do a little bit of educating on what shares are, so that if you don't know or you're sitting on the fence about buying the MTN shares, you can be better informed to decide whether or not to do this. Okay, so basically what shares are is just you buying into a company and owning a piece of it, depending on the percentage of shares that you get. So let's say MTN comes out and gives 50% of its company in shares for people to buy, and you as an individual, you have a lot of money. Say you're Dangote and you go in and buy all of that 50% of shares. What it basically means is now you own 50% of that company. So if the company makes profit at the end of the year, you get the profit based on the percentage of share that you have of the company. Okay, so that's what shares are basically. You also need to understand that in May 2019, MTN actually came out and made its shares available. It became listed on the Nigerian stock market, which means that anybody can trade the MTN shares on the stock market. It's not as if this is the first time or this is the only time that you can be able to access the MTN shares. It's been on the stock market since 2019. But the difference between the stock market MTN shares and the retail investor shares that are made available right now is that this is slightly cheaper by 10 naira. On the stock market, the current price is actually 179 naira, while we as retail investors are getting it for 169 naira. That is one difference. Another difference is it's way easier for you to get a retail investor share of a company than it is for you to trade on the stock market. You need to know a little bit more when you want to trade on the stock market. So huge difference is it's a lot easier. You can go to a bank right now and buy the MTN shares for the window of time that it's allowed. You can also do it on the app or the website, the primary offer website, and that's how easy it is compared to doing it on the stock market. Those are the differences. So finally, before we get into actually buying some more shares, I want to talk to you guys about why I think this is something that we need to embrace more, try to invest more, try to use different channels to invest. First of all, I have to state that I am by no means a financial advisor. I did not study economics in school. Of course, I'm not your personal financial advisor. You're not obligated to listen to what I say. Everything I say here, it's not professional advice. So this is my personal opinion. I think that the MTN coming up with these shares actually is something you should jump on. It doesn't even matter how much you have to do it. Just invest some money that you know that you don't have any problem losing. Buy some shares, and it will open up your mind to understand how these things work, how the world works. You know, there's this saying that experience is the best teacher. Basically, you need to have an investment mentality more than a consumer mentality. And I'll try to draw an analogy or give you an example here for you to understand what I mean. Whether or not you like it, you are going to buy into the MTN company somehow. But you also have the power to decide if you want to buy into the company as a consumer or as an investor. And that's the difference between you buying credit and buying data from MTN and you buying its shares. If you buy credit, which you must do unless you don't have an MTN SIM, but of course you're going to buy credit from any other network that you use. But let's say you have an MTN SIM and you buy their credit every year. If you go back right now and check, you'd see that you probably buy around 100,000 to 200,000 naira worth of credit from MTN every single year. And this is money that you will never get back. But if you buy shares of the company, what happens is you've turned your money into an investment. Say you buy 1 million naira worth of shares and MTN grows in the next 1 year by 50%. It means that you're going to get the profit relative to that 1 million naira you have gotten. You're going to get your 1 million naira and some, that's the profit that's been made, the 50% profit that's been made on top of your capital. Now, if you buy 100,000 naira worth of credit from MTN, it feels like nothing because you're buying from your company. You own a piece of that company. So every single time you buy credit from MTN, you're buying from yourself, you're buying your own business, you're returning your money, you're recycling your money into your own pocket, because as that company grows, you get your profit back and recoup back all the money you've spent in terms of buying credit and data and all of that stuff from MTN. So this is the kind of mentality that we should have. And I regret to say that Africans, Nigerians, Africans generally, we don't have that investors mentality enough. Anyways, I think I have done enough rambling and trying to educate you guys about shares and the investor shares, particularly that MTN is making available. So you can now decide whether or not you want to do this. So let's go in now and get ourselves some shares. And there's something I failed to inform you guys about yesterday. I wasn't very sure about the differences, but now I've read more about it and I understand. So there are two ways you can sign up on primary offer. The first way is for you to sign up as an individual investor. So what that means is you can directly just buy the shares for yourself alone, and that's it, an individual. But you can also sign up as a receiving agent. So that's like equivalent to owning a POS machine where you are doing transactions on behalf of various people for the company, okay, for the bank. Okay, so if you're a receiving agent or you have a receiving agent account, your dashboard is set up in such a way that you can now sign up other individuals on your account, help them buy the shares, maybe your neighbors, your family, or people who you just advertise and tell them, I can buy these shares for you. You can buy more than you can have sort of like a portfolio in a number of people. That's what it means. You technically become an agent, not just an individual investor. So I hope that makes sense. So anyways, I'm not going to talk about how to set up the receiving agent thing. It's pretty much easy, but I'm not going to go into all of that. I'm going to assume everybody here wants to become an individual investor. Click on I am an individual investor and you create your account. To create the account, just simply enter your BVA number and then your date of birth. I have actually done this, so I'm not going to do it, but it's very easy. It's as easy as opening a Facebook account. Anybody can do that. Create the account, you log in with your login details, and on your dashboard, you simply see offerings tab, MTN Nigerian offer, and the price of the share. So if I go to my transactions page, you can see that I have bought twice 20 units each time of the shares, so I have 40 units now. I wanted to show you guys how to do this on your mobile phone using the app, but I realized that the app is very glitchy. The first transaction I made was on my phone, but I didn't use the app, so I tested it on my phone. Also on the second one I bought on my PC, so I can show you guys how it works. But the app is very glitchy. I didn't do it with the app. What I did instead was I went to the website on my mobile phone web browser, bought the shares. Okay, the app, you can try it. I don't know whether it's my phone problem or whatever. I use a Redmi phone. I don't know if that's the problem. Maybe it's my phone. You can try the app. If it works for you, fine. But if it does not, know that the second option you have is to use your mobile phone and go to your web browser and get the shares. Okay, just as I'm showing you on the screen right now. If you're on the PC, this is how you do it. So come back to the offerings page and click on the offer, and then you can see here that you can enter the amount of units you can buy. The minimum amount you can buy is 20 units, okay, which is equivalent to 3,380 naira. If I enter 20 units here now, you can see the price is 3,380 naira. If you get 20 units, they give you 1 unit more as a bonus. But I've bought 40 units now. I didn't see any extra. I don't know how that works. Maybe they're going to add it on later. We agree to the terms here and click on continue. And now that we have clicked on continue, what we need to do again, this is another rundown of what you're doing. Select all of this, check all of that, and then you have an option to pay with Paystack or Flutterwave, both of which work very well. And now it's going to redirect me to the checkout page. And on the checkout page, all I need to do is enter my credit card details. With all of my credit card details entered, all I need to do is pay the amount. Plus the charges is going to be 3,413 naira and 80 kobo. Once I click on pay, it's going to process that transaction and pay immediately. Nothing else. I don't need to do anything. And there you can see they say thank you for your payment. The payment was successful. It's going to redirect me back to my dashboard. Go to transactions. You can see now that I have bought an extra 20 units of the shares, and the payment is pending, but it takes a while. The status will change to paid. So there it is, guys. You've seen how easy it is for you to get the MTN shares, and let me know in the comment section if you are going to be getting some of these shares for yourself. Let me know if you have any other questions around shares and all of the things I've talked about today. If you've not already subscribed to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe and become a part of the family. Like I told you in the previous video, we are going to be bringing you more videos around investment and making money online and all of that jazz. Okay, like the video, subscribe, let's discuss in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the very next video. Bye bye.